Hi, I'm Josiah,
And I'm Colin.
and this is Worth Watching. So, the movie we're going to be reviewing tonight...
Take your battery out of the phone. They could be listening.
Paranoia.
I'm not paranoid.
No, I'm talking about the movie. So, the movie we're going to be reviewing tonight is Paranoia. It stars Liam Hemsworth, Gary Oldman, and Harrison Ford. Pretty much, it's about this poor kid who lives in Brooklyn, and all his life he's dreamed of. He has this American dream that he wants to live for. He wants to be a self-made man and really take care of things. And on top of that, he's got his father, who's aging, he's unhealthy, he's really sick and stuff, played by Richard Dreyfuss. And Liam Hemsworth is trying to take care of his father and trying to balance the checkbook all by himself. And so he's really trying to make a life for himself, and he feels he can't do that because these days, you know, the self-made men, that doesn't happen anymore. He feels like that in order to get to the top, you gotta lie, cheat, and steal your way to get there. And so he is working at an entry-level position at Wyatt Industries, a company owned by the character played by Gary Oldman. And he ends up somewhat accidentally stealing a large amount of money from Gary Oldman's company. And Gary Oldman tells him the only way he's not going to send him to prison is if he's willing to go spy on Gary Oldman's main competitor, played by Harrison Ford, who's this rival electronics company. And Harrison Ford has something big. He's got a big development that's going to come out and is going to revolutionize everything. And if he does so, it's pretty much going to put Gary Oldman out of business. So that's where this corporate espionage plot gets set up. Is it good?
It was okay. I felt like they tried taking two movies and putting them together in one.
Yeah.
You had this little love story romance scene that's going in the background.
Right.
Then you've got an intense thriller.
Right, yeah, I mean, you have...
Or
yeah,
trying to be an intense thriller.
right, because generally when you have a movie about a young person who's trying to work their way up a company, you usually have one or two pretty cliche plots that go with it. Either, A, they're choosing between the company and their friends, and there's romance and stuff like that, and that's kind of that version of it. And then you also have the other version, which is the getting caught up in all the politics and stuff like that of the company. And you usually kind of have to pick one or the other. And this tried to do both, and
it didn't fit at all.
Right, and I'm sure there's a way you could do both effectively, but that's not what happened in this movie.
They did it poorly.
No, you felt like you're watching two different movies that were badly edited together. And there was, I mean, there were also throughout the movie there were a couple of moments that just really felt really ridiculous. Like it was trying to be a very serious movie.
Yeah.
And there was, you know, there's a scene where Liam Hemsworth's character is being chased by a guy who has a gun and is prepared to kill Liam Hemsworth. The guy opens the trunk of his car and it's all lined with plastic sheeting. He's about to shoot Liam Hemsworth.
And Liam punches him and runs away in the car.
Punches him in the face and then takes the time to run to his car, get in his car, start his car, and drive out of the parking lot.
Meanwhile,
the guy's not,
a shot never was fired.
And the worst part is the guy he punched wasn't even knocked out. He's just standing there going,
my face. And holding this gun while he's running.
Why is he driving away? I have a gun, but I don't know what to do with it. Yeah. I think he knocked all my feelings loose. Oh, he's gone. Yeah. I mean, as far as things that were good in the movie, because I mean, let's be honest.
Besides Gary Oldman?
Yeah, Gary Oldman was awesome. But let's be honest, Gary Oldman is awesome in everything that he does. So that's really no surprise whatsoever. I mean, every scene he was in, he completely stole. You didn't see Gary Oldman, you saw his character.
Yeah.
I mean, he was really, really, really good.
When I watched it, I didn't think he was Commissioner Gordon. I didn't feel like he really, you forgot he was Commissioner Gordon.
For sure, right. So, I mean, and I think there were also a couple scenes also in the movie that were done well. I mean, there were a lot of scenes that felt disjointed. There were a lot of scenes that didn't work very well.
There was that one scene that where Liam Hemsworth is in his apartment that Gary Oldman pays for as a bribe to spy for his rival opponent. And he gets a phone call, they talk, and he realizes that the whole apartment is just full of bugs. It's wired.
Right.
And
everything he does is getting watched. Every keystroke he makes on his laptop is logged. Everything he does
is monitored, watched, and recorded.
And so he's just tearing his whole apartment apart looking for bugs and pulling out wires.
It was a really intense scene. I really got engrossed into that movie.
Yeah, you're just watching.
Hey, it's going to get good. It's going to get really good.
And then, after that, Gary Oldman starts really coming down and intimidating him. He hits one of his friends with a car, as an intimidation tactic, and it's just getting intense and going. And then it ends in that scene with him, punching a guy in the face, and you're like,
you knocked my brains loose.
Yeah.
What's this in my hand?
I don't think it's for shooting people with.
No.
Yeah, and at that point, then after that scene, everything calms down for a good 25 minutes. He's sitting in a bar talking to his friends about, we got to solve this problem. It's like, why is there not someone chasing you, shooting at you right now?
Exactly.
A lot of the plot
very
aspects.
Very choppy and paced. It didn't. Nothing flew.
Nothing flowed.
Nothing flowed.
Nothing flowed. You're tired.
I'm tired.
Yeah, you're tired.
We're both tired.
Yeah. But so, I guess, all things taken into account, though, overall, I'd give the movie a C-. I can't give minus and pluses, so I'd give it a C. The movie, it would definitely be a D, but Gary Oldman was really good, so I just have to give it a C, just for that alone. It's really not, don't bother paying money to see it in theaters. It's just not worth it. If you want to see a movie that has some cool scenes, feel free to rent it on DVD for like $2, but don't go see it in theaters.
And ladies, please don't go watch Liam Hemsworth. He's not that hot.
Is this a PSA now? Just women, I have something to tell you. Yeah. What would you give the movie?
I'd give it a C for Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman, same. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to see a great performance by Gary Oldman, watch any other movie he's been in. Don't see this. We'll see you later. Bye.